A dangerous night on San Diego roads. Violent crashes around the county, killing at least one person, but Good Samaritans sprang into action and saved lives. In La Jolla, calls for change. Recent incidents, advocates say, are becoming more common and putting sea lions' lives in danger. As the San Diego Zoo prepares to fully reopen, they are unveiling a pair of new exhibits. One is home to one of the world's most exotic animals, the other home to something you may see in your yard. ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Virginia Cha. We start with a deadly night on San Diego roadways. Several violent crashes unfolding overnight. The first, a wrong-way crash that happened on the 5 near Sorrento Valley about 1 this morning. At least one person killed when a car entered the freeway going north on the southbound side before slamming into a station wagon. A pickup truck, you can see there, also got caught up in that wreckage. We're told a passenger in the wrong-way car died. 4 other people suffered major injuries, including a person in the station wagon, which was going the right direction on the freeway. That person's injuries are said to be life-threatening. A few minutes earlier in the College area, another collision, this one sparking that fire. It happened on the 8 near College Avenue. The CHP says a car was stalled on the freeway without its lights on when a passing car hit it. One of the drivers was unconscious and trapped in that car as it erupted into flames. But fortunately, an active duty Marine stopped, and he, along with some Good Samaritans, sprang into action to save the unconscious driver.
I knew it was dangerous getting close, but I didn't really care. I was just making sure no one else was in there.
That's Marine Nicholas LaHaye. He says within minutes that car was engulfed in flames. Firefighters arrived. They put out those flames. Multiple people were injured in that collision. One person suffering a major injury, and of course the cause is under investigation. Meanwhile, in Chula Vista, police are looking for the driver in a deadly hit and run. Happened on 3rd Avenue near L Street just after midnight. Police say a driver hit a man in his 40s and fled the scene before first responders could get there. Shortly after they did, the man died at the scene. Police don't have a description of the driver or the car, and they're asking anyone with information to call Chula Vista PD. This morning, firefighters jumping on a brush fire in Mission Valley. This is what it looked like around 9:30 this morning. That fire sparking near the 8 and Hotel Circle on the hillside near this apartment complex. Now, we're told the fire started in an encampment in that area. There were concerns the wind could push the fire along the hill toward a nearby building. A Best Western nearby evacuated occupants just as a precaution. Fire crews had to trek up the hill just to get to the fire, but say it's no longer a threat to any structures. Well, June 1st marks the first official day of pupping season for sea lions in La Jolla. This time can be dangerous for the animals and the crowds that go out to see them. ABC 10 News reporter Marie Cornell has details on what the city plans to do to make sure everyone is safe.
It's not unusual to see families trying to snap a picture with the sea lions in La Jolla, especially during pupping season. But sometimes people get too close to the animals. Carol Archibald is one of the volunteers from the Sierra Club Seal Society. She says the treatment of the sea lions has gone from harassment to abuse. She believes people are to blame for the recent death of a young sea lion.
They pushed this yearling against the rocks there, and they probed it and poked it, and it couldn't get away.
To keep this from happening, City Council member Joe LaCava held a news conference Tuesday morning announcing additional ways the city plans to protect the sea lions and the crowds. More signs will be posted warning people to keep a safe distance from the sea lions. He says there will also be more patrols in that area, something that was cut back during the pandemic.
We will be reinstituting our park rangers, and we also have a program for summer interns that will be additional eyes and ears.
ABC 10 News has also learned the Animal Protection and Rescue League is taking legal action against those individuals and corporations that are planning on blasting fireworks over La Jolla Cove on the 4th of July. The complaint cites this will harm newborn sea lion pups and the environment. Carol tells us while she's happy to hear about the city's plans, she believes the question now is how long will it take to implement these changes. Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
With that small explosion, you can see startling that family just after they were evacuated because of the fire you see. Patrol officers first saw a tree on fire just before 5 this morning. Those flames quickly spreading to a nearby fence and then several cars, including that truck. The officers went door to door, waking up residents and making sure they got to safety. Firefighters kept the fire from spreading to the building, and they were able to knock it down in about 10 minutes. No one was hurt. The cause, of course, under investigation. Today, a man in court accused in a deadly smuggling operation off our coast. Prosecutors say Antonio Hurtado was captain of the boat that crashed and capsized off Point Loma last month. That sent dozens of people into the water. 3 people, a woman and 2 men from Mexico, died. Investigators say most of the passengers paid $15,000 to $18,000 to be smuggled into this country. Hurtado, a U.S. citizen, is facing smuggling charges and is also accused of assaulting an agent while being detained. He is being arraigned this morning. 2 weeks from today, the state mask mandate, among other things, will be lifted for vaccinated people, but it may not be as cut and dry in the workplace. Cal OSHA recently pushed off a decision on a possible shift in workplace safety rules. Well, now they're expected to take that up this week. The proposal they're considering would allow vaccinated workers to ditch masks outdoors, but not indoors. They'd only be allowed to go without masks if they're working alone or they're in a room of completely vaccinated workers. They say they're considering this plan because coming up with a different, coherent policy for workplaces with both vaccinated and unvaccinated workers would be impossible.
Well, they looked at them again. They just didn't revise their rules much in accordance with what they saw from the CDC guidance, and that was their prerogative.
Still more to come on this issue, obviously. Cal OSHA expected to talk about the proposal on Thursday, and we will monitor that meeting. Starting today, CVS is joining the list of places offering incentives to get vaccinated. They will have weekly drawings and more than 1,000 potential prizes for customers who get shots through CVS or register for them. Some of the prizes up for grabs include a trip to the Super Bowl, a Bermuda vacation, and cash. They're calling it the One Step Closer sweepstakes. It closes on July 10th. CVS says they've administered more than 17 million doses. Well, opening in just about an hour at the San Diego Zoo, 2 new exhibits, one for birds and another for 2 feisty Komodo dragons. ABC 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie got to tour them both.
We built something that I think is much more user-friendly, but it's also much better for the birds.
The San Diego Zoo's hummingbird habitat is a tranquil spot with green living walls, the sound of water features, and beautiful eye-catching birds. There are plenty of hummers, but there are also all sorts of other species, including these wattled jacanas, which are still learning to share the water nicely, and something called a screaming piha, which lives up to its name. From here, things get a little more dangerous. Come with me.
So the female is Ratu and the male is Satu.
The 2 Komodo dragons in Komodo Kingdom have 4 enclosures total, including one beachy oasis they hope will be used by the 2 for mating. They haven't met yet, but curator Kim Gray believes they can see and most definitely can smell each other, given these predators' highly tuned senses. Although they may not model great parenting behavior if everything works out.
Once they hatch, they take off. They have to jump up in those trees or their aunts and uncles will eat them for breakfast, yeah.
The San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance hopeful that both exhibits will lead to more birds and more dragons in the years to come. Mary McKenzie, ABC 10 News.